YouTube finance, a place riddled with clickbait thumbnails and titles, financial advice that's somehow always not financial advice, and some of the sketchiest brand deals you have ever seen. I don't watch a lot of finance YouTubers anymore, despite being a personal finance channel myself, and today I want to explain exactly why and why I believe following the advice of some of these self-proclaimed finance gurus could be the worst money decision that you could possibly make. The first issue with YouTube finance that I want to talk about are their predictions. Finance YouTubers tend to make predictions on different financial related topics, such as where they think the economy is headed, if the stock market is going to go up or down, or if Dogecoin will 300x in the next 10 minutes. And some of these predictions can be a big problem because they can really influence their audience on what to do with their money. You see, many of the people who are actually consuming finance content on YouTube don't really know much about finance, so they're looking to their favorite financial YouTubers to make better decisions with their money. For example, someone who's new into finance and just getting into investing might not have much background, so they'll go on YouTube, they'll search up best stocks for 2023, and they might go ahead and buy all the stocks mentioned in that video. And I wouldn't be surprised if buying stocks that YouTubers recommend is a very common investment strategy for a lot of people today. But trust me when I say this, most finance YouTubers don't really know what they're talking about, and you can take that from someone who has a degree in finance. That being said, I was determined to know the truth. Is there any real merit in what these finance gurus are preaching, and would I have benefited from buying the investments they recommended a couple years ago? So I had an idea. I went back in time to find old videos made by big finance YouTubers who made these stock pick prediction videos. I figured now that a couple years have passed since they posted those videos, we can now go back and track how well those stocks actually performed and if they lived up to the hype or not. To make my research as legit as possible, I decided to go with this video by Unreliable, who's probably the second biggest finance YouTuber on the platform, right after Graham Stephan. In this video, he offers a bunch of different advice on which stocks that you should invest in, which obviously somehow isn't financial advice. He recommended stocks like Chevron, Coinbase, Exxon, PayPal, and Shopify. So I broke out my trusty calculator and my 4 years of business school, and with a little bit of math, since January 2021, the stocks he recommended in that video have returned the following. At the time of Honor's recording, Shopify was at $152, and today it's at $71 for a drop of 47%. Exxon at plus 132%, Chevron at plus 88%, Square at negative 74%, Coinbase at negative 78%, and last but not least, since 2021, PayPal is down negative 76%. So if you trusted Andre's advice, today your stock portfolio would be down 9%. Which is terrible considering if you had just auto-invested into the S&P 500, since January 2021, you would have seen a positive return of 13.75%. The truth is that it is incredibly difficult to predict which stocks are going to perform well in the short or even long term, so you're better off just investing into an index fund. Now, apart from stocks, probably one of the most manipulated communities on YouTube is the crypto community. The amount of price predictions on Bitcoin and Ethereum and popular altcoins like XRP and Cardano are sickening. Popular YouTubers like BitBoy Crypto, currently sitting at 1.4 million subscribers, saying that Bitcoin would hit $1 million in the last bull market. Believe it or not, today, Bitcoin is at $26,000. Unfortunately, we're seeing a trend of popular YouTubers who are manipulating their audiences, selling them a fake dream, and then profiting off of them. Now, this isn't a diss to crypto. I think the asset class could have a bright future, but it is extremely risky and people should invest with caution. Another big issue with finance YouTube is creators are rewarded for playing into the YouTube game. This means creating videos with crazy clickbait thumbnails and titles to get the most attention and the most views. I don't see any issue with stacking the chips in your favor, but I think some channels are taking it a little bit too far to the point where it's negatively affecting the viewer. Take Graham Stephan, for example, who mostly makes videos about financial news. Scrolling through his videos in the last few months, we see titles like, "It started, the worst housing crash in 40 years, Congress wants to ban investing, and the worst economic collapse is happening." And all these videos about how the Fed just crashed the market, oh wait, the recession is cancelled. All these videos do is cause a lot of fear for his audience and make them feel the need to watch his videos so they don't miss out on anything. I miss the old days when personal finance YouTubers like Graham Stephan made content that actually helped people. Nowadays, it just seems like they make fear-mongering videos to get the most views, subscribers, and likes. You don't really get much from watching Graham Stephan read off of random news articles that are mostly clickbait themselves. At the end of the day, it all boils down to views, subscribers, and ultimately money. Which brings me to the last concern that I have for finance YouTube, and that's greed. There's nothing wrong with trying to make as much money as possible from YouTube. It's just like any other business. Do as many brand deals as you want, but not at the expense of your viewers. But when YouTubers start promoting crypto exchanges like FTX and BlockFi, they went against their own advice. Some YouTubers going from calling crypto a speculative investment to then promoting their audience to buy and sell NFTs. When promoting these companies, they understood the risks involved. They knew that their audience's money would not be FDIC insured. They ignored the warning signs like all of the other crypto exchanges going bankrupt and were frankly okay with their audience taking on the risk. And as a result, finance content consumers on YouTube likely lost millions of dollars. To sum things up, I think it's a shame to see some of the finance YouTubers that I used to watch produce progressively less and less valuable content and to sell out at the expense of their viewers. That's not to say that all finance content on YouTube is bad. I think the overall message is still positive, but I think it's important to spread the message that it's becoming less and less common now. I want the finance niche on YouTube to continue to grow because of the amount of value that I can provide to people who weren't able to learn about finance and money from their parents or from school, but I'm concerned about the direction that we're headed in. I'd be super interested to hear what all of you guys think in the comment section down below. Do you agree? Do you disagree? And why? Thank you so much for watching, and as always, I'll see you guys next time.